Oh, yeah. Well, look at this fat...
Yeah. Why is he all, like, posed to have sex?
Because he loves you. Welcome to Intoxigaming.
Gengar's an anagram for...
Choose your words carefully.
Oh, man. So, check this out.
What?
Halloween season's coming up.
Oh, well, I'll get a zoom out if I go.
And, there's a guy named Dan Sugarman.
Dan Schneider, dude.
Exactly. Now, Dan Sugarman...
And he's obsessed with hands.
Exactly. No, he's the guitarist for Ice Nine Kills.
Ah, so he is obsessed with hands.
Exactly. And he, someone ran his name through a random name generator. And it just, scrambles the name, rearranges all the letters.
Oh, yeah?
And it came out to the very first thing that all the letters would make sense with.
Really?
Which was Grandma Anus.
Yeah, hell yeah. Grandma Anus.
And he was like, great.
Man, that's awful.
That is awful.
You're doing that to our audience in the first minute or so.
Exactly. He looks just like that rock right there. That
Yeah.
prolapse top head rock.
God, remember when we flipped his head over?
Dude,
That
you know
was
what that
fun.
head looks like? Bleep out this guy's name, but the top of his head looks exactly like poof ball. God.
Oh, man.
He was like, there was a nuclear power plant back that way.
No, there's not. There's not a nuclear power plant. We lived at that town our whole lives.
Oh my God.
I draw Pokemon when I'm home. Oh, he's the dude that
funny
draws
stuff.
the Snorlax.
Which one?
Vegeta.
Oh,
The one
this
that
guy.
was- yeah. He said, I draw Pokemon when I'm at home. Oh, this is what he draw.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm gonna put it to sleep. Yeah, you didn't know that was
God.
actually Saint Dicker that was acting like an idiot. You just thought it was
I was
the
laughing at the
Slowpoke.
I'm gonna put you to sleep, I'm gonna.
Oh, like execute it?
Yeah, like a pet.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought you were making
it
fun of
does
its
kind of look like
downy
a
face
skin
there.
rug. Like
A
it
foreskin
already looks
rug?
dead.
Oh, hey, I'm getting a spam call. Should I try it?
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Hi. Yeah, this is Adam.
You're not
How are
doing
you doing today?
Good, you?
I'm good, thanks for asking me. The reason of my call, my system showed that you have health insurance through the marketplace. Is that right?
Yeah.
Offer. Did you receive medical card like insurance card?
I did.
Alright, sir. And did you receive additional benefit like government subsidies?
Yeah.
Offer. Which insurance do you have?
The one that has good hands, the Allstate?
I'm saying which insurance you have like Aetna, Cigna, Blue Cross, Blue Shield?
Oh, that one.
Which you have?
Yeah, that one that you said. It's funny. Sometimes I can get them to...
That was fun. That was pretty funny, that one.
He had
I have that one. That's a good fucking line, Nick.
Yeah, he didn't know what to do. No, sometimes I can get them riled up to where they start cussing me out, but I'm going to get that
You're
on
a
here
little
one
closer,
day.
but I could barely fucking make out what he was saying.
Yeah, it was hard to hear him. I imagine the microphone picked it up probably decently well, but...
And I love the fucking sound of the rest of the call center in the background. That's always nice.
My name is Adam. It's like, is it though?
Is it Adam?
Is it really
Is it?
Adam? My name is Luke
You know,
Holland.
Adam is actually like a biblical
He's Indian.
Israeli name. I know he is.
I
could hear
don't know if
that.
he was Indian or if he
But
was...
you don't. We were talking about Toby another episode.
Yeah, I guess
But
so,
you don't
yeah.
think of Adam as like a biblical name, but it's like the first one.
Yeah,
It's like the original name in the whole Bible.
it is.
The very first one that pops up. It is a Hebrew name, Adam.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. You know what I always thought
shit,
too?
we're mismatched.
I didn't know that literally like Noah's Ark was like either the second or third story.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Nick's been
before
reading
Moses.
the Bible.
Yeah, I've got to go through it.
He's felt really bad about the things that he's done.
No.
And he knows he ain't got a lot of time. Hey,
No, it's just one of those things to where you gotta read it if you want. If you like, you can't just claim to know about it or argue with people about it or anything if you actually haven't read it. And it's like, that is like the most popular book in the world.
Yeah, it's the most.
Might as well read it all and at least have the knowledge of it.
It's probably also. Is it the Torah? Is it
the Torah
Bible?
and
the Quran.
The Quran, yeah.
Those things are also worth reading.
Yeah, which
look
I.
at him. I'm gonna fire
You just
him,
gotta.
Nick.
Don't radicalize yourself reading it. You know what I mean? Don't.
Oh yeah.
One way or the other.
What is it?
Like, you don't have to be
Balance in
super
all
anti-religious,
things.
and you don't have to be super religious. It's really easy to just read something to see what it's about.
Yeah. I think if you spend like all your time berating people for being religious, it's like the same thing as a religious person berating someone for not being religious.
It's the exact
It's
same
like
thing.
wrong in the exact same fucking way. It's just fucking annoying.
It really is. It's
And
like,
you don't really turn anyone to your cause except other people that like to smell their own farts or whatever.
exactly. It's like this.
yeah.
When a guy comes up to me and he goes, would you
that
like
becomes your
to...
religion. That is your religion. That's the thing that you are fucking shoving down people's throats now.
Right.
You're doing these very thing.
This is how I go about, like, a lot of the times, and don't get me wrong, Mormons are still really bad about it. Mormons are actually probably the worst about it, but when it even comes to, like, Jehovah's Witnesses now, if they come up to you and they're like, do you know about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? And it's like, yeah, and they're like, oh, do you want to talk about it? It's like, no, I don't have time. They're like, oh, okay, well, you have a good day, and then they walk off,
Yeah.
But when it comes to anti-religious people now, somehow they've become the annoying one. Like, well, why? There's no guy, and they'll just go on like all this page, and then they immediately would accuse you of like all the other stuff too.
Dude,
and
for
it's
all
like,
you know, I agree with you, but you're going about it in such a dickish way.
Yeah,
and just gonna
exactly.
also, argue anyway.
That's exactly it. And they're looking for the fight, and it's like, dude, what? I don't want to fight. I just want to go get lunch.
Yeah.
Like, good God, I don't want to talk about this. It's.
What do you think? We're about to figure it out?
Yeah.
Here? Probably not.
Yeah, exactly. how many thousands of years have we been trying to figure all this out? Yeah, we're not figuring it out today,
I don't
buddy.
think this is where it gets resolved. Damn, dude, but what
right.
if it was?
Right?
For one afternoon only, here at the fucking Jimmy John's.
Right, exactly.
we resolve
Oh my
the
God.
question of the afterlife.
That'd be
And
really
you
funny.
didn't have the argument that you could have.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know. People are taking this crap way too serious.
Yeah, maybe
way
you
too
should
serious.
argue with more people in the Jimmy John's line. You ever think of that?
Right.
Does anyone ever think their life may be better if they did pick more fights in the lines at fucking fast food places?
Oh, these days people are so charged up. They're getting ready to like just knock each other's lights out in line. It's like, man, it's not that serious. Everyone's here for a sandwich. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's getting
Funny
bad.
times. We're like, humans are just smart enough to be really fucking stupid
Yeah,
and
that's
violent.
exactly it.
We're like just smart enough to be real assholes.
Yeah,
Look,
but it's,
Nurse Joyce
it's why
is
I'm
like
wanting to
black.
focus on more games, more music, and true
Yeah,
crime.
fun stuff.
Exactly. I'm just tired of it. I'm burnt out.
In
like,
fact, Nick,
who-
I want you to do a video essay on this fat fuck.
Oh my God.
He told you how to sell a nugget, dude. That's valuable info. This might be the best NPC in the whole game.
Sold a useless nugget.
It came out my butt.
It came right out of my butt. Yeah,
Yeah, it came out my butt.
but no, I don't know. I'm getting
ready
tired
to
of the-
focus on anything else.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
like
I hear ya.
anything else now other than politics and world garbage going on at the moment. I don't know. I think people need to relax.
Yeah. Take a big chill.
Exactly.
Take a big puff off your beer
Exactly.
and enjoy yourself.
Will do.
Do you remember Crank Yankers?
Crankers?
Crank Yankers.
Crank Yankers, what?
It was a show on Comedy Central, and it was prank calls, and these puppets played it out. They like acted out the call later, and it was comedians, really fucking funny comedians. They would do the prank call, and they would just record it, and then it would be acted
Okay.
out with puppets, and it was really well produced puppet.
So it was a similar concept to Tom Goes to the Mayor?
Yeah, I believe it predated it, but probably not. Tom Goes to the Mayor was pretty early.
It was 2004?
I think it was earlier than that. I think that's like 01. That's like one of Adult Swim's OG shows.
Yeah, of course you know what that show turned into.
Yeah, the Tim and Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I saying?
The puppets.
Oh, yeah. Okay, the theme song.
Yeah, 2004 it came out.
What year did Crank Yankers come out?
Crank Yankers?
Yeah. This theme song, or this song reminds me of it. The
2002.
Nice.
Oh, I remember Crank Yankers.
Because we're having a ball. And there's a part in this cave theme.
Oh my god. Was this the same dude that did the My Cousin Skeeter puppet?
It could have been. I mean, they look like, yeah.
They look
maybe.
so
they
exact.
Look a lot. Dude, I haven't thought about My Cousin Skeeter in years.
Dude,
Man,
that's
I remember one time I was really sick as a kid. And it was like one of the sickest I'd ever been. And just like, for some reason, looking at the puppet people, I was like imagining how they're, I don't know, it was weird. It was a weird little kid thing. I was like imagining the felt, like how it tasted. And it basically made me throw up. And I couldn't stop doing it.
That's bad.
Yeah. But, man, the funniest, I think one of the Crank Yanker bits I remember the most, obviously there was Special Ed. They had like a special dude that would call and be like, yay! Yay! That was like his catchphrases but the thing I remember most is, believe it or not, a Wanda Skykes bit.
Do you know when the show got canceled? 2022.
Crank Yankers?
Yeah.
They must have had a revival or something, because it did not consistently air for all that time. But yeah, surprisingly, Wanda Skykes had a really funny bit. And I don't know much about her comedy. I know enough about her, I don't think I'd care for her comedy. But her bit was she called a video store and said she had rented a copy of Rugrats, but it was a fucking porno. But then the funny part is she went on to describe it to the Blockbuster person. They just stayed on the phone. She described this dude like taking out his cock and just slapping the shit out of this lady. And she'd be like, I thought that lady needed help. Like he's gonna bust her eyeball or something the way he's slapping him with. He had a big old penis. And the funniest line that I still remember, she's like, and one of the kids said he saw this movie before, which really scares me.
That's really
funny. She's like, it wasn't no damn Rugrats. Oh, that's also funny too, because there could be a porn named fucking Rugrat.
Man, it was a
good bit.
that would be a nasty one, it sounds like.
What she described was so funny.
That does sound
funny.
funny.
The person on the other end that like sat, oh, that's right, you're weak against ground. Never mind. Sorry, Nick.
I died.
You did. You puss. That thing was 5 levels beneath you.
Font. No, the Crank Yankers thing, I think the puppets probably were made by the same guy, but I don't see any credits for it at all on either end, so I don't know who made the puppets.
Dude, somebody's got to have credited that somewhere. There's like a production studio that's responsible.
Yeah, and they also look very similar to the same design as what's the Super Meat Boy?
Oh,
what is
they
it?
do. Yeah, Mr. Meaty.
Mr. Meaty.
Man, I like that show. It's so
that was
fucking
a funny
weird.
Show. That was a really funny show.
Do you remember that cable Nickelodeon channel?
Yeah, 63.
It was like satellite, and it showed like old. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, you mean where they had like the 3 Nickelodeon channels?
Yeah, I
Nick
think it
at
was
Night, and then
Nicktoons.
Nicktoons, and
And then there was
I remember
the Gas.
that.
Gas
that was
was
a little
like the
later
game
on.
show one. Yeah, this is like 2007 or 8.
Oh, the game show one was so good.
Man,
it was,
I love the Nickelodeon game shows, and I think they tried to bring like Figure It Out or Double Dare back in like 2021 or 22.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah,
it was terrible.
Dude, the cast that they had for like all that, and do we have an escape rope? Yes, thank God. I can't believe you got killed immediately. Wait, do we have a revive? I'll revive you, Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the repels.
Yeah, it's just crazy how like.
No, I guess not.
Why they got rid of all those shows, and why they don't create shows as good anymore.
Man, didn't Dan Snyder have a whole lot to do with all of them?
Yeah, I cover a lot of that on the Dark Path
fingerprints
channel.
are all over 90s and 2000s Nick, though.
It's pretty
and
bad.
2010s.
Well, you know what happened to Drake Bell, right?
Yeah, didn't he just come out with a big tell-all?
Yeah.
Where he was, you
Yeah.
know,
It was bad. It was really bad. That was one of Dan Schneider's cronies that he had on the show, and then he got him a sweetheart deal at Disney afterwards. So that guy that did that to Drake works for Disney.
Yeah, dude, you know what's insane is it seems like
In the casting, by the way.
they just
So he's
fucking
around
move
kids.
them around. And
Yeah.
they do that shit with fucking teachers, too.
Yeah, they do.
You'll hear about, like, this dude got in trouble at another school. He had already been relocated to this school because of the same fucking problems at the last one. And it's like, how did he even get another job? How is that remotely possible?
You know who one of the
They're
teachers
with kids again.
Did you were in this class in 8th? You might want to bleep some of this out.
Yeah.
Some of the names and stuff. You were in this
Welcome to
class.
Pokemon, where we talk about
Exactly.
You know,
But bleep his name out. Do you remember him?
yeah. No,
Exactly.
I'll bleep that too.
Did you have him?
What did he teach?
History, and he always played the Indiana Jones movies.
Okay, I don't believe so.
Now he wasn't a dude that was like trying to get with students or anything like that. He wasn't that kind of weirdo. It's just he had an actual addiction problem, and in between classes, he would have another window open on his computer for some spicy stuff that he would beat it under his desk to.
Dude, that's very bad, though.
Yeah. No, it's very bad.
Very bad to do that in the vicinity of
Yeah, no, of
children.
course it is. I wouldn't defend it in a million
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just glad he wasn't
Yeah, at least
actually
he
someone
didn't.
into kids. You know what I mean?
Still, though, man, that is bad.
It's very
and you
bad.
Don't know for sure.
Well, I guess we don't know for sure, but the stuff he was looking at was like
Yeah, he didn't have
not
any.
concerning.
I thought school Wi-Fi was supposed to be made in a way that couldn't happen, even back then.
I don't know how he would have got around it. But he was a very cool guy. He was always like he taught history very well. And he always did it through movies, through Hollywood
look,
movies.
it's
He could like
Pat Bindletard. Hit
Yeah.
me with your butt shot.
he would do it explaining like a lot of the Hollywood movies and stuff and have us watch them in class and
Explain
helped-
a lot of. What do you mean?
like just historical events that took place. He
Oh, like
yeah, taught us through pop culture essentially.
that's cool.
And that was a good way to keep our
Yeah, that
interest.
is good. The pop culture of the time always reflects what's happening.
Yeah, so he played us a lot of, because there was a lot of World War II history, so he played us a lot of Indiana Jones. And I was just like, cool.
Yeah,
Like, that's one way to do it. No, it was crazy. But yeah, no, it was just crazy to see that. We've had a couple of crazy teachers. We had the crackhead teacher that got arrested in the parking lot, who screamed and yelled at all of us all the time.
Yeah, that teacher,
Oh.
when me and Nick were in 5th grade, I had
God.
a teacher, we had homerooms, and the way we had one of the middle schools that was 5th and 6th grade, and then junior high was 7th and 8th, high school was the rest. So the way our middle school was set up was everyone had 2 teachers, but you would be a different, like one of them would be your homeroom teacher, the other wouldn't. But those would be the 2 teachers you'd go to. And I had a big problem with the one that I had. And it's so long, who knows? I was a kid. Maybe it was me. I think it was her, but I don't know. The point is, though, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. I could have lived with it, but halfway in the year, a new teacher showed up. So we had the
Yeah.
option for a 3rd homeroom. And obviously, like, some of the students are going to have to go there no matter what. So I volunteered, and I was one of the ones that got there, and she was so much worse. She was absolutely out of her fucking mind.
It was pretty
I remember
bad.
in class once, she like was humiliating this kid because he said like nard, and she like just made a huge fucking deal about it in front of like everyone. And I don't know, like you do it to discipline in your classroom. And it's been 15 years. From what I remember, it was fucking crazy. I'd never seen a teacher do anything like that before or since.
So do you remember
Well,
our...
I have since, and never mind. Won't continue that. Next time on Intoxigaming, we're gonna tell some more bad stories because I've got another bad story
Yeah,
that Nick's reminded me of.
exactly.
Good night.
Good night.